You guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. So today we are going to begin the lecture 5 slides. I have already uploaded on LMS. In this lecture, we are going to go more deeper that what kinds and in the kinds, so what material is required, what sections are required, and what are those reports meant for. As we say that the typical content, organization, and format of those reports we will go through. This one. What we will do, we will focus more deep. The first in the list is the inspection report, or we can say the trip reports. Any example? Inspection report. Any example? This
like what the companies do to see how much they profited, how much they.
Yeah, that is audit report. Audit report. Inspection report can be a part of audit report because inspection is more towards and inspect that inventory list. This inspection is for every part in that, or we can say machine or whatever the inventory based on the assets. So every asset, the inspection report is for every asset. So then with this inspection report, you can come up with the quality, or we can say condition of that asset. So when the condition or quality or how it works, that is an inspection report. Based on this inspection report, they come up with the amount or the value of that commodity, of that asset. So then it will goes to the audit report. Research, laboratory, and field reports. So there are these articles, report articles, or the reports, research reports, project reports. I share with you some of the links. I send you some links to download in assignment 2. Did you come to get time to look into it? Okay, when more students are there, then I will explain assignment 2. But there are 2 links in that email. From those 2 links, you can download articles. One of them is the research or the laboratory report. But here I will also show you the examples. Then the specification reports is there. Proposals. Actually, it's instead of writing more towards proposals only the word, we can say research and work proposals. Progress report, that what is current progress. Instructions, that there is a document to give instructions, and there is a document like to give recommendation and to show a feasibility report, to give a feasibility report. that if we do this, we have this outcomes. So we start with the inspection report or trip report. It is very brief. It is a brief on the inspection of a site. Site is what? Site is this room, a whole building, or a whole area, property. These reports contain a lot of description, narration, and discussion. So here it says briefly, but here it says lots of. There is a contradiction. There is a conflict. This is brief. This is lot. So actually report is like brief. It is short. But you have to be very clear when you are giving a description or providing a narration or discussing that when I enter, there are two doors to enter the room. So you start like this. First of all, you have to introduce that we are talking here about the room. So you have to provide a clear discussion. So that's why it says lots of. So these reports include the trips and the investigation or the accident reports. So actually, this one I want to give and asking you one example that unfortunately we have mostly we have to go through accident reports. Any what is that? Najma? Najam. So Najam, you see that they ask you to fill and then you give them your notes and then they take all the inspect the site and then they send the details to their headquarters or wherever and then they come up with the report and they send you the report. So that is an example of accident reports. So trip reports mostly is business report. Like the company, they send manager to somewhere to do a meeting. So they will tell about all of their business and mostly they will include that what they discussed there and what are the outcomes of all the trip. So this type document observations so that people in your organization can share them. So this kind of document you have to share with the team. Why? Because when the company spend money, that some of the person they go to the other country or the other place to have a meeting, then they should know each and everything. That's why they share the reports. Whoever come back, they share the reports in between all, so that if the next time some person go, they already know that what I have to do there, what are my goals of what, of the business trip. And when he have the examples, superior examples, then he know that each step, he will not miss any step. So when he will prepare a business report, he already know that these steps I have to include. Investigation and accident reports describe your findings. Like just now, I have given you one example of our roadside. So they say that your findings. Actually, who prepared this accident report of Najam? Who prepared? who actually gather the information. The Najam representative who come to you when you call, the driver comes to you, and then he do the findings, he collect all the information, then he place the problem, concern or problem, explore the site, explore the causes, and then he also what he do, he explains the details. Here they also say that explain how it can be voided. How it can be voided, it comes under the report. It is a part of a report. When it goes to the headquarter, when the final report is compiled, then there is a part that next time how you can take care to avoid the accident. Okay, now we go to the more deep, that what are the sections that should be in the inspection report or the trip report. Introduction. What is introduction? It briefly overviews the contents. Like as I told you that suppose we are going to inspect this room, we are going to introduce this. This is the, I am going to inspect a room which is in Ibn Khaldun, and that area or building is located in the Central King Saud University branch. Brief overview. Then you will tell a background. Background is what? When this room is built, how many years, accurate discussion. Here it is coming na, lots of discussion, lots of discussion. So that time I told you, clear and precise and to the point discussion, clear discussion. So as they say here, accurate discussion. Lots of means this, that your discussion, your write-up should be very much accurate. How accurate? It should clearly describe the accident, the facility, the property, the area, proposed equipment, or whether the other things, if it is involved. What happened if it is a trip report? If it is a trip report, what happened in a trip? Walaikum assalam. Where did you go? If it is a trip, if it is a trip report, if it is a trip report, then you have to clearly state that what's happened in the trip and where did you go, where you visit, and whom you meet, what is the audience, what are the people that you meet with, and what are the ideas that you exchange, what are the key points that you share with each other for future betterment or our collaboration. If there are actions, then there should be action taken. Action taken what? Like we initiate our collaboration. Which collaboration? Can be to propose a new, to propose a new building, to propose a new system. So what are the actions taken? And or we can also say the outcome of the trip, benefits of the trip. So if it is included, like some of you just say that audit report or auditing. So this part is required if your report heading towards or a part of audit report. Like
evaluative, adversary discussion, evaluate the property or equipment. Evaluation is what? Means you are going to check the condition, you are going to check the quality, or if there is a liquid or something, you are going to check a quantity as well. And then you will, after that evaluation, you will give a value. Value, na? And if your findings are there based on inspection report, if there is a inspection report, then you will come up with this preventive and problem in a future, to prevent a problem in a future, to recommend a way, because you do findings, you do investigation, then you come up with the recommendation that if we avoid this, we do this, then we will avoid, we will avoid problem in a future. So the inspection report, the example is like this. It is also the similar to the letter, but this, if you see, the subject is changed. What is the subject? It says inspection of solar vehicle project. So here, if you see, some background is there, vehicle design is there. What is vehicle design? Why vehicle design? It is telling the background here. Background of what? Background of a subject. Background of a subject, that this commodity or this thing we are going to discuss about or inspect. So the details or the background appear here. Then if we go for the second page, you will see the second page have the discussion and further details. Okay, so we go for the second one. So the laboratory and the field trip is a second topic. So report of an experiment, test or survey. What is survey? Uh-huh. They pick up multiple kind of information and then they gather them on a single subject, whichever they are focusing on. So as brother says that we pick lot of information, can be a region based, can be whole world, can be whole internet. Huh? For all the documents? No, single topic. There are some specific topic. Construction, under construction can be that how to make a beam, how the beam can be strong, how the beam can be strong that it can, on top of it, we can build 20 levels. Huh? How the beam can be strong. So they collect all the information based on that, and they analyze it afterwards. They merge them, they merge that information. What they pick most? Okay, what are the previous issues? What are the previous problems? And how the previous authors invented some system or provide some ideas to resolve them, to resolve those issues, single issue or multiple issues. Solution, provide solution. So this is all comes where? In survey paper. That we did survey on something, some point. Present the data collected. Data collected. Discuss and analyze it. Discuss means pick the important things. what are the important points, and analyze them. What are the issues? What are the solutions? And if we have multiple issues, we can come up with some better solution to resolve that. It can be. So this is what this is, analyze or analyzation. The process called as analyzation. The report also includes the method of testing theory. Like suppose you are coming up with some tangible device or a vehicle or some physical system that required a testing. Without testing, but these days there are vehicles, they are not tested and you are buying. Which are those vehicles? There are, is this time there are vehicles, they are not tested up to the mark and they are in the market and we are buying. Is it the vehicle problem or the driver problem? Who tests? Yes, that's what I'm saying. The company, and there should be a audit company that should audit the company that they are testing the vehicles or not. 100 of years testing experience. They have 100 of years testing experience. So that testing quite matters. You trust on that testing. Or if some company launches in 5 years or 3 years before, and they do not even depend on some of the previous experience vehicles to come and deploy their plant, and after about 3 or 4 years, 5 years of tenure, when they come to know that, oh, this this how they work, this how they test, this how they launch the vehicle.
The experience.
Yeah, yes, you are very much right. So they gain the experience, what it is called also as technology transfer. And furthermore, when the technology is there, then there is knowledge transfer. Technology transfer, but if there is no knowledge, how to utilize that technology, how you come to operate it, how you come to operate, like, so there should be knowledge transfer also, knowledge sharing also. So two things comes together: technology transfer, knowledge transfer. Technology is not like this. There is a technology side also. Technology side is not like this, that you because this is only one. Okay, if you open this device, there are surely minimum 3 or 4 chips are there. So if we are coming up with the whole industry or a factory, there are a lot of machinery. So if we buy a machinery, if we say, okay, send a machinery, how to plug this machinery? How to plug the apparatus? So this is how, first of all, you should have this technology transfer. Technology transfer have these things. You got a device and you know how to plug it. How to plug it. Then after plugging it, knowledge transfer, how to utilize it. What are the best ways to use this? So the method and testing got very big. Actually, why I am telling you this, because these things, when you go through all, it should be in the report. It should be a part of report. What I am telling you all, I am telling you more in general level. I am not saying value value of pH is 7.2 and the water quantity is 2 liter. This is more deep discussion. What I discuss is journal level, upper level, journal level. The method of testing, theory, procedures. Procedures, what are the procedures included? What are the equipment included? Concluding remarks, conclusion, that what it is for, what are the outcomes, why we write this report for, what are the actual main summary that you have to get from this report. Field report in front of your eyes, as well as you get the information. Field, like nowadays, there are some of the guys, they are coming to my home. Oh, how many rooms in your home? How many people are in your home? Statistics. For statistics, they are coming to the home. But check the card. Don't give information directly. Check the card of the person that person is authentic or not. Huh? Then after checking a card, then you can start giving information. So this is a field. Then when they gather the data, or if suppose there is some device included, then they will also run the device. So this is all comes in field report, and you have to explain step by step. Okay, I'll show you an example after this. It may explore the applications of the findings. Here, down here it is written, but it is very important, this one. This one is very important. Explore the application of the findings. You do findings, you study this, you do findings. We have to place it like this. We have to place it in a cover when traveling. Okay, these are the findings. Then you start, okay, we have to install a software. If the software or application is not installed, then we can only forward or backward the slides, and we can point the like this with the mouse pointer. We can control the mouse pointer. So then we have to write we have these findings. What are the applications of those findings? Okay, there is forward. What is this forward for? What this backward? What is this backward for? So these are the applications. Forward is for the next slide. Backward is for the previous slide. Pointer is to point a certain word or certain content in a slide, or we can make it round to highlight an area on the slide. So these are the application of findings. Application of findings. You have findings. You have findings in front of you. Oh, this is this. This is this. What are the applications? How we can use them in the real life, or we can say how these findings can help us, help our society. Where I am? Okay. So we go more deeper. As I was explaining you, it comes under the sections. introduction. Okay, what is the purpose? What is the subject? Overview of the contents, that it is a room, it is this device, it is a whole factory. That factory build what? That factory build bricks, or that factory build vehicles? That factory build aeroplanes. So what are the contents? Okay, background is what? You'll provide here the project, that how the project is initiated, that project is for what. So you provide the background for that, that how the idea is initiated, what is the base, what is the base of that content. Here comes, what is this? Any idea? Literature review. More easy word of review, study. Study, everybody know, na? Study, you know what is study? So review is the same. Sorry? No, review is study. Review is study. That's what I'm saying. Literature review, literature study. What is literature? Yes, for literature is for increasing knowledge. What is literature? Publish books, publish papers. Any of you have? Or I can say, okay, this is a published report. This is a published report. I say example or sample. This is a published report. So it is a part of literature. So if you are going to study multiple books related to single subject, so that is literature review, literature study. Research literature related to your project. Related to your project means related to your subject, as I am saying. It is chemistry, it is biology, it is vehicle factory, it is to manufacture train, it is to build or construct a building. What can be literature of construction building? The books, like you, if you Google uh, books to build buildings, to construct buildings, to construct. So it will give you the books, it will give you certain literature. So you summarize your findings. You just ask me, no? No. Who asked me? Uh, Study or review? Study or review, we are study. Then I told you that we are going to gather the issues. What are the issues? Oh, sorry, can you see? Can you see this? Title or name, book name or article name, title of article. So the article, then you come up with this one for this reference, for multiple until n references. You list down whatever you read. Sometime you are reading and you are writing down the main points. You are reading, oh, this is very important. This is very important. So you write the points. So this is the same when you do, then you build a kind of table. So it is a, we can say it's a comparison table. What comparison? In between the literature, comparison in between the literature. Huh? Comparison in between the literature. There is another here, another column here, very less. So what I do, I write here the name. So here another column will be there with the solution. Theory, methods, procedures, and equipments. Next major section in laboratory for field reports. Present your theory to approach to your project. Observations, data, findings, or results. As the data you collect, you organize it, and then you analyze it, and then you come up with the report. How you present that result in a table form, in a graphs form. In a table form, if you are going to have a comparison, in the graph form, in the chart, in the flow chart. Like suppose if you are telling graphically steps, then there is step 1. Okay, go to the next steps in this way. So these parameters are required. So there are flow charting, the discussion after finishing, after attendance, I'll tell you. The discussion and analyzation of the results comes in a section by itself. Conclusion section is there to conclude your report, and then you have to tell that okay, there are certain important points, and those can be that we miss, or that we didn't do some research, or do not work on that. That is the future work. So lab and field reports are like this, that there are certain introduction and the results and discussion section, which is coming these graphs, and you are explaining the graph. So there are specifications report that provide specification or the detailed description about a certain product. Provide specific on design, function, like I was telling you about this, that what is the design of this, what are the equipments inside, what are the function of this device, how it operates. Such documents may come with the certain kind of products, like if you open DVD, like you bought a DVD player, you open a box and there is a booklet. There is an instructions book, there is a booklet included in that. So that is a specifications report. These describe key technical characteristics of those items. So if you see that specification, the speed is this, the frequency of the data signal, how much noise it makes. So this is the specification of a device. Okay, so how to organize a general description? So what is the description of product, component, or program first in a journal? Anything journal in nature that does not fit, part by part descriptions comes here. So part by part description is what are the elements. So what are the way of doing the things? So this is the example of specifications report. The second one, that this is the name of a publisher. Then what is the part number, or the company gives some code to certain device or part, and then whole of the details specification come underneath. This is a kind of second page or the further detail that what is the diagram. proposals, or I told that we can also say research or work proposal. Research or work proposal. So it's a very important document that when we write it, we give it to somebody. Like I say that, okay, please, this is the document, and at the end of the document, it's written that this is the complete system. So if you accept it, so we can initiate or we can implement this system. So this is a kind of proposal example. So proposal seeks what? Like when I'm giving, I want approval. So this is what here they are saying. Seek a contract or approval. Approval means that they will sign that, okay, go ahead, do this. Funding a project. So promote yourself and your organization. So if your proposal get accepted, it means the funding is coming to implement. Most of the companies depend on this funding. So there are two types here of proposals. One is solicited and unsolicited. What is that? If an organization issues a request for proposal, the proposals have to be solicited. They have been requested. Like I was giving a proposal, but actually he doesn't request me. So if there is a request, an email or a document that please submit a proposal, or there is a call for proposal, we also say CFP. It is call for proposals. Proposals. So if there is a call, there is a request, then it is given this name. If the individuals or the companies often initiate a proposal that, oh, we have this very charming or very good and very innovative kind of idea, we are going to present this, then it is a unsolid. But it should be very convincing. Should be very convincing, that it should convince the other. That should be very clear, very logical. If it is internal inside the organization, this is a memo format. If it is external for a different organization or the other company, then there should be based on certain qualifications, and there should be a business letter on top of it, letterhead. Business letter on top of it should explain what is underneath the business letter, what is that proposal for, why we are initiating that. So what are the contents? Introduction, the same thing, that it should introduce what is the background of the proposal, that what the things are included, what is the background of that write-up. Actual proposal statement, what comes under this? That what are the statistics and what are the possibilities and what is you are not offering currently. Because like suppose I have this device, it is not been developed yet, it is not exist, it is not existing, it is still in my mind. It is still in my mind that, oh, we can develop or we can make this kind of device. So we have to come up with the statement of offering. Oh, that device can do this. The device can help you. The device can come up with the pointers. Describe the work product. It is to give the results. That what is the outcome? What are the benefits? So this one is connected to the previous one. This one is connected. Actually, here you will give a small description and then of the benefits, not the small description of all benefits. You will write a sum. Here you will give the description of benefits. You will explain the benefits in this section, that what are the benefits and feasibility or facility given by this project. Then what the methods and approach, that how we will accomplish or how we will finalize the project, the way, the methodology. What is this? What is this 1, 2 until n? 1, 2 until n. What are these? Yes, these are references. References of what? Already published literature. Published literature references. So then after the conclusion, this qualifications and the references come, and then you will give a schedule that, oh, we will complete our work in this time. Here it's given timeline, as we discussed before also. Then we also give the cost and the complete concluding remarks. Now it's more better and clear. So the letterhead is there. Proposal, what is the letterhead? And the letterhead, then there is a description of that and the introduction and the background of that.